Just beating the play clock. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Texan first down. Red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
Down. Watson, right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target. Guy.
Here we go. Ohio.
On second down, here's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go. 1, 2. Back round. Ohio.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Blair Brown in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's now 3-0 Texans. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now he's flushed. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DJ Reader in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 38. Let's round.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Avery Jones in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Excellent field position and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big time letdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Lewis. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's got room. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. And now out comes Houston. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Away from 1. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from 1 and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
After the run, Watson going to throw. On the move to his left. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Fedorowicz. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Lamar Miller stops short of the sticks. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Garoppolo on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, nice move at midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They juked him. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Garoppolo hustling them back to the line now.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Steps up now, loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he powers his way up past the 30. So we hit the halftime break. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.